I'd really hoped to make this film months ago when I first got the bad news. I wanted to make this film when I was much more dealing with the prospect of death as opposed to what appears to be the certain reality of death. And, you know, I wanted to make this when I looked a little more like the Eric that you all remembered for the last 47 years, 180, 190 pounds, you know, after a good couple of weeks around the holidays, maybe even 200 pounds, but not the somewhat depleted 155-pound Eric that you see in front of you. The only bright side is I assure myself of, even at my funeral, looking better and being thinner than my brother Harry. Those close to the family are laughing now. Those that don't, trust me, that we are a very competitive family. I didn't even plan on doing this. I had asked my good friend Mike Reimer, who knows just about everybody in Pittsburgh, to just find the most you know, the most eloquent speaking person he could find to do this, and they weren't available and declined. And then I asked him to find the most intelligent person he knew to do this, and another X. And then I asked him to find the you know, at least have the best looking guy he knew doing this, and he said X. And when he asked me, I couldn't turn him down 3 times or 4 times in a row, so I decided to do this. Anyway, I'm sure you all know that over the years I've not been afraid of extolling some self-deprecating humor, and I just wanted everybody to have a laugh, even if it was at my expense. And I just want everybody to know how blessed I've been by everyone's support over the last several months, how much I've seen that in the little things we do, that God truly can be glorified. And many of you may know about this little golf outing I did hopefully several weeks ago, but it was this past weekend from this taping. And really I set out to just really just show my kids a life lesson, that even while we're in pain and we're suffering, that we can pay attention to the needs of others. And that was just a life lesson I wanted to show them. That, and I wanted to meet a need that I saw from the months and years of being treated at the Hillman Center. And from that was birthed a response that has truly blessed me and glorified God, way beyond anything that I've ever set out to do through my years of involvement in Campus Crusade for Christ, as MC of the meetings, or involvement in conferences, or anything that I've ever done for God, involvement in church. Truly, God received more glory this week. And I sometimes am convinced the less we try, the more He does. And not that we shouldn't make an effort, because believe me, last week I spent a lot of hours making phone calls and trying to make this outing happen, but God was truly glorified. I've gotten responses from high school classmates from 2,500 miles away, responses from just all kinds of people from all over the place on how they were touched, and truly that was not my intent. My intent was simply to reach my kids and to meet a need. And you know, I just simply gave my might, and God blessed it, you know, tremendously. And I want you to know that there are so many people who have had a part in the mentoring of my faith, and have kept me going, as you know, at times I felt so alone, and they know who they are. And I've been, you know, they say you're a rich man if you have 6 friends to carry your casket. I have some decisions to make. I'm sitting here weeks probably away from my death and don't know if I'm going to have an urn or a casket. But assuming I have a casket, I'm blessed to know that I'm a very rich man, and that if I had 2 caskets, I've got enough friends to carry them. And I truly think that it's important that we that we live in action, not in words. I had a salesman at one of my 84 lumber stores that I bought from that says, in this world a lot more is said than done. And I hope what's said of me is that, gosh, he said a whole lot and he talked a whole lot, but he insisted on doing even more than he said, and I really believe that it's the proof is in the pudding, not in the topping, and I hope and I pray that those of you whose lives I've touched, that you came away probably knowing I'm crazy, and I'm okay with that, but that you knew that I had a heart for God, and that I had a heart for you, and that my intentions and my hopes, my motives were pure. With that, I just hope that we can just bow our heads in a moment of silence, and thanking God for the life that He gave me, and the lives that touched me just as much as the lives that I've hopefully touched, and you know, especially my mom, who has loved me unconditionally for all my life, and is in my times of tremendous dire need, whether it financially or emotionally, was there for me. And you know, what I've been able to maintain and keep, I could never have done without her support and her love. And I'm not going to spell out other people because I know I would miss so many, but that's one person that, regardless of who I risk missing, I couldn't risk missing, and that's my mom. I love you. And to all my brothers and sisters, and anybody who's a friend of me and a friend of Pheasant Ridge, pick up that torch and keep it lit, and keep this vision and this legacy going. And for doing that, I thank you, and for being here and supporting me over the years. I pray that God bless you, and I just thank you for being here, hopefully celebrating my life, not mourning my death. And I thank you all.